The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday, December 6th, 5:29 right now, and it's minus 45.
This is our morning ritual to tell you just how cold it is, and it has gotten to be the worst cold that it's been this winter.
I think so, and we haven't even cracked the top 20 coldest places in the world. Yeah, we haven't even been a top 20 coldest place. I check it every day. Mm-hmm. This winter, maybe it's been mild. Maybe. Trying to spin a positive out of this. We're not in the top 20. We were last year.
I like the way you're like, maybe it's been mild. I think maybe it's just been colder everywhere else, but I still have felt very, very chilly every morning. And especially this one where it's like, it's minus 34, wind chill minus 45. And somehow they're like, nah, I can do you one better. This other place is still colder than you.
Yeah, a lot of places are worse off than we are. But yeah, lots of cars aren't starting this morning. If you didn't plug in or if you don't have like indoor parking or anything of that reason, that person that you know that doesn't have any of those things, probably not making it into work today.
Yeah, give them a heads up. Tell them to go plug their car in now. They'll appreciate you at 5:30 call in the morning. I don't know.
I think the battery's already dead. I just have a little public service announcement for people in parking situations this time of year, okay?
Okay.
And especially in places where there's not a lot of parking and people want to park there.
Wow, sounds like I'm about to hear a rant, Shawn, not a public service announcement.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of both. It's a ranty public service announcement. So in my townhouse complex, there's these parking spots for guests, visitors, extra, well, it's for McMurray, so everyone has 700 cars type of thing. So extra parking. And that's a hotly coveted place. These 4 spots for the entire like townhouse complex.
Wow.
You get one of those, you're sitting pretty. You're close. You don't have to walk like 2 minutes to get to your place from your car, right?
Right.
Last night, go out for groceries. I'm gone for 20 minutes. I'm in one of these coveted spots, man. I was like, I got to make this quick grocery trip because I need to get back. It's minus 40. I need to get that close parking spot, make sure no one gets it, right? Beside me, there's an open spot as well. So 2 out of the 4 are open. I'm like, man, odds are good. I make a quick grocery trip. I get back. We're sitting pretty, right?
Right.
Go to the grocery store, come back. I'm pulling in. I'm wrapping around. I'm looking. All right, there's the 2 cars that were there before, but this little SUV pulled in. Oh, okay, so there's 3. As I get closer, SUV's taking up both the spots.
No.
Lights are still on, though.
Okay. There's hope.
So I pull up, and I'm just kind of looking. I'm sussing out, and I see, oh, the person's outside. The person's outside. So we make eye contact. I didn't roll down my window. It's minus 40. Just made eye contact. Just kind of gave a little heads up, and she's just like smiling, heads up as well. And I was like, okay, she must acknowledge that I want to park there. My bad for assuming. You know that, what is that classic saying? Like, assuming makes an ass out of you and me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we make eye contact.
My bad for assuming.
Yeah. I'm just like, all right, she knows she's parked in the middle right there, taking up 2 spots. I'm not gonna watch you, okay? Maybe you're bad at parking or something. I'm not gonna
obviously bad at parking, taking up 2 spots, but
yeah. So I'm not gonna put the pressure on. I'm gonna drive away. I'm gonna do a loop around the block. And I'm just going to come back in 20 seconds. You can do a little doodly-dee-dee-doo and back out, pull back in, free up the spot beside you. Pull back around, 15, 20 seconds later, all lights are off. She gone. Didn't do it. I was like, excuse me. I was about to yell, excuse me. Hand in your license.
wow, Shawn.
Sell your car. Buy some public transit because you do not deserve to drive anymore.
This is very intense. Like, I thought this was like a nice Shawn rant. This is a different kind of rant. This is angry.
Yeah. So there's 4 parking spots and you're taking up 2, and then you have the audacity to smile at me as I just stare into your eyeballs and be like, just move over a little bit.
Can we chat about this, though? Was there snow on top of the ground?
I don't care.
Did she know?
No, you should know how to drive, okay? You should know how to park. You should know how to drive. When you see a space like that and there's only 4 available and you just like slant park into the middle of 2 spots, there's no excuse. Go public transit. I'll drive you places.
Wow.
Give up your car and your license. I'm over it.
Shawn, you're breaking my heart. You're very mean this morning. We need to give you an extra coffee or something.
Yes.
Cookie as well. I rediscovered an old invention from when I was a kid over the weekend, and I'd like to offer it up to everybody in this cold weather.
Yes, I think everything is welcome. Any piece of advice is welcome.
Okay, so when I was little, there was these things called hot shots, and they were like hand warmers, and you had to like shake them for a while, and then suddenly they would kind of warm up, and you'd have them in your mittens. Well, over the weekend for the parade, got myself a pack of those. And you don't have to shake them anymore. You literally just open the package. They heat up on their own and they get hot. Like they're not just, there's a little bit of warmth coming off of that packet. It's like next level.
Technology has advanced that you don't even have to crack them anymore.
I know.
Yes.
It's been what, 25? No.
Yeah. You can toss them in your boots as well if you want.
It's true. And they actually now have foot-shaped ones.
Oh.
So you can get like the ball of your foot and toes part to be warm.
Technology really has advanced. You just have to throw a packet in there way back.
I know. And this is a little word of advice, however, because in the freezing cold, I went out for dinner after the parade and I left them in my mittens.
Yeah.
They actually continue, of course, to stay very hot in your mittens. So I shoved my mittens on, started driving. I had to rip my mittens off because my hands were getting burned. And I was like, I can't hold on to the steering wheel any longer. So they're amazing.
Okay.
Minus 35, wind chill minus 45. It's a great time to use a hot shot.
Yeah, I might even consider tossing some in my gitch today. It's so cold.
Shawn.
Keep them warm.
Keep them
warm.
None of that.
All of that.
I discovered something really cool about Netflix. Apparently, they're kind of like a video game.
Yeah.
They have secret codes to unlock things.
Cheat codes for Netflix?
Kind of, yeah.
What are they? What do you, how, who, what, where, when, why?
Well, it's just like a bunch of random numbers all together.
Oh.
But are you going to tell me you knew about this?
No, continue on.
Thank you.
What's it?
But they're all like, if you want to watch a 30-minute comedy, here's the cheat code for it, and it'll come up with all comedies that are only 30 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
Or, don't watch this when you're hungry. Here's a bunch of great shows that just like have delicious
super
food on them.
specific type codes.
Yes. There's like a gal pal category, so you can like look at all these different TV shows. I typed in the code. They've got Workin' Moms, Good Girls, Orange is the New Black. A lot of shows I've never heard of. The Green Glove Gang. So it's kind of cool.
Whoa, not the Green Glove Gang. Probably why you've never heard of it.
No, a lot of times you can find something on Netflix, but you don't know where to look that you're like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah.
And this is so neat. There's so many different places to watch gal pal shows. And then there's even like ones for horror things. They have relentless crime thrillers, binge-worthy British crime TV
I wonder if they
shows.
have like fall asleep to these mindless shows and it's just like Gone with the Wind and all your favorite shows over there.
Excuse me, I don't fall asleep to those shows.
I know
and they're
everyone
not-
else does. You enjoy them, everyone else falls asleep to them.
You know what? There's a full-on category of those great shows, and they're probably called shows Steph would like. We all watch them together.
No, just you. You literally said a show Steph like no one else.
Somebody else made them for me. There must be more than one person in the world that likes them. The Oxford English Dictionary. So they've come out with the word of the year.
So what did we have? Who was it? Merriam-Webster?
Yes.
They had one. It was gaslighting.
Gaslighting. Yep, that came out last week, and now Oxford is like, it's
The
my
rivals.
turn. Yes. I have come out with, it's not even a word, it's a term. Goblin
cheating.
mode. I know. Do you know what?
Goblin mode. It not only is it cheating, it's stupid on top of that. What does it even mean? I've never heard of goblin mode. It's the word of the year. Usually I'm on top of these things.
Yeah, you've been missing out. So goblin mode apparently was first tweeted about in 2009. Came out back in...
We're a little late on that. 09.
It didn't really catch on. And all of a sudden in 2022, last February, people started saying it all the time. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm going full goblin mode.
What?
And it means when the Instagram perfection cameras aren't on you and you're kind of just letting yourself go. So when you're sitting in your messy house, you're in your sweatpants, you haven't brushed your hair yet for the day, and you're covered in chip crumbs, basically. You're full goblin mode.
You just described me at work. I'm in goblin mode all the time. I'm always comfy. I'm wearing just comfy stuff all the time.
It's true. It's true. And you're always eating. You've already had a sandwich this morning.
Yeah, I have. I've literally already ate my lunch already. I'm in my sweater and sweatpants in my Crocs.
Well, I guess you're goblin moding
It's
all
me.
the time. Look at you. You didn't even know you had a term for the way you act at work. But
Well,
there it is. Word of the year.
I'm offended and happy at the same time.
We're here with Melanie Galea of Remax Fort McMurray. Hello there.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Good morning, Melanie. Now, YMM Lights. This is a huge adventure that's popping up here in December. How would you describe this?
I'd say this is an opportunity for people to create memories with their families right now. You want to go see all the beautiful Christmas lights. You know, Fort McMurray has gone full out, as they always do with everything they do. And there are some really amazing citizens that have decorated their homes to the nines. And it is definitely worth taking the family and the kids to go and see.
For sure. And one of the easiest ways to go and see where all the best places are is to check out your website, right?
Yeah, ymmlights.com. There's two things I want to tell you about. There's the interactive map, and there's also a PDF that you can download so that you can kind of pick out your route and where you want to go.
And it's not just like 10, 20 houses. You got a full list. How did this all come together? Like, what happened here?
There is 450 houses on that list. So it started actually because I was helping out St. Aidan's Society in 2020 come up with a list of homes for them to go and see. And then I was doing a video, and then the list started, and then the map started, and then a graphic map started. And so this is just, it's become a labor of love. But the reaction from the community, oh, this reminds me of, you know, I'm from Durham region, you know, Old Scugog Road or Candy Cane Lane in Edmonton, you know, and Fort McMurray has our own special streets here with that. So, you know, it's definitely worth seeing. And, you know, it's super cold right now. So staying in the car and checking out these places, this is the best way to do it.
For sure. Some of my friends and I, we often will print off a scavenger hunt from Pinterest, grab some Starbucks, and then just go around and use your map to look and see where we can stop by and see where there's Santa and 4 reindeer on the roof, or where there's the Grinch in somebody's front yard that isn't a blow up. Like, there's really specific things that you can find, but you can use your map to really get your scavenger hunt filled out, which is pretty fun.
Oh my goodness, that sounds super fun. Yeah, for sure.
And you were mentioning like the candy cane lanes in Edmonton. What would you say? What's the equivalent up here? So 450 places are registered. I only have an hour's time.
Yeah.
I have to hit up maybe like 3, 4, 5 streets. What would you say?
The on the map itself, if you print it off, there's Christmas trees, and those are some of the better streets. So I would say you have to go to Mustang Road in Prairie Creek. It's phenomenal. Wood Buffalo Way, Burns, White Oak. Those are a couple streets off the top of my head. You know, Parsons North has a really great, like almost heritage, almost the whole place up there. But the big Christmas trees on that list are really going to show you the great streets to go and see. And I just want to say thanks to the community for creating such a beautiful thing and making our city look so great.
Oh, that's ymmlights.com. I love the way you've made this map. There's little Christmas lights on it, little Christmas trees. Like, you went all out, and it's so beautiful and such a gift to the community. Thank you, Melanie.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for promoting it and being my partner with this, because I think we need something else to do, and this is good memories.
Some major breaking news in the women's sport world popped up yesterday. I want to say last night, actually.
What's happening?
That Canada is getting their own pro women's soccer league to start in 2025.
Soccer league,
yeah. So club teams. So in Canada, we have like the MLS, Major League Soccer, and you have like the Vancouver Whitecaps, Toronto FC, the Montreal Impact type teams. And they play against teams in America, and it's a men's league, and they make millions of dollars. Doing pro stuff. So when they're not playing like the World Cup right now, instead of playing for Canada or Spain or Brazil or Argentina, during the year they play for their club team.
Wow.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so that's on the men's side. Now on the women's side, there is a American pro women's league, and it's good. And then there's European women's pro leagues, but Canada doesn't have a women's pro league.
Come on, Canada, get with the time.
See, and that's what they're doing.
Cool.
And so it is awesome. And I read a stat that Canada has the third largest pool of talent in terms of supplying these European leagues, supplying these American teams with players to play in them. We have a large number of talented athletes within Canada. And so Christine Sinclair, who is one of the greatest soccer players no matter what of all time, she is helping funding this league. And Diana Matheson, who is a former pro for Team Canada, is also helping to fund this league. And it's going to be firing up in, I want to say, about 3 years' time. And I think that's very, very exciting.
That's amazing. Now, where did those two players play when Canada doesn't have a league? Did they have to go to Europe for
They were in the NWSL, which is the American League. So Christine Sinclair is still playing in it. She's on a Portland team, I believe. I'm not too sure what team Diana Matheson is on, but she's a big business lady now. She's I was reading up on her. She's been going to school since she retired from soccer. She's been going and get a bunch of her business degrees and stuff. So she could, I guess, in years' time, start up this league here. And I think this is on the financial part of it type of thing, but to start up Vancouver and Calgary are already marked as teams that are going to have these women teams, and they're aiming for about 8 teams right now across Canada to be in it. And I was reading that the evaluation, this is just getting really technical now. The evaluation, so it's 8 to 10 million to start up a team. So down in Calgary, 8 to 10 million. But in years' time, so to buy one of these American teams, if you were to buy say the team in Portland right now, probably around $400 million. So you invest 8 million now, and then if this Canadian league takes off in 10 years, 20 years, that market value might be $500 million, $500 million if it all goes according to plan. So I can't wait for it. I think this is absolutely fantastic. We have amazing athletes in our backyard, and that stat that I said, third largest pool of woman talent for soccer players. It's only growing from here. We got the Canadian Olympics next year for the women in Australia. I mean, it's all coming up. It's great for a sports fan.
We're doing the mixed gift guide this week, and we've got a new person to buy for that's just so hard to come up with something to get them.
I feel like this is the common person too. This is generally, in general terms, this is who you're going to find in and around this region. Hey, Steph? It's just
totally.
A dude, 30-something, works at site, and when you ask, they're always I don't need anything.
Yep.
I got everything. I don't need anything. But then you're no, I want to get you something.
But I want to get you something. And I really want it to be a surprise. I want it to be something where you're not just, here's a gift card that you would have put gas in your tank anyway.
Yeah.
I want it to be wow, thanks for really knowing me, or really thinking of me, or I never would have bought this for myself because I didn't think I need it, but it's changed my day.
Yeah. Good buddy, follow each other on Instagram, Ty Brandt. He mentioned craft kind of whiskey, or maybe even a craft beer or so.
Okay.
And you can get him a couple of, maybe a bottle of whiskey, or maybe a couple cans. And maybe you just get unique ones that they haven't tried before. And this is something that I'm interested in because I'm a little craft beer snob, and I'm a right to admit it. And I just love trying just new different things, just one-off type of things that you can just try here or there.
Right. Okay. So if you were listening and you were planning on getting Shawn a gift, he just gave us a hint as well. Then we had John. He said, give them a gift card to the Alley. He said he can use it for an afternoon of fun with his kids. We did say he's a single dad as well. And then he said it's a shared memory and a joyful afternoon with your kids, which you just can't beat.
That is so true. Just experiences with your kids and everything. You can't beat that either.
Yeah, and I love this other one about a boot warmer. Get the boot warmer for the guy who works at site, that their life will be changed. If you have an idea, let us know. 780-791-1037. Guide going all week long. And we're brainstorming ideas for people who are hard to buy for on our list. Now, if you have somebody on your list you're looking to buy for, send us a couple details about them, and maybe we can try and come up with some ideas together. But right now, we're looking for some ideas for a single dad, 30-something. I think his son is about 4 years old. And he says, I don't need anything. I work at site. I'm good.
Yeah, it's like a help me, help you kind of guide. So help us, help you. We all come together and we all just have a bunch of ideas near Christmas so we can all get that gift for someone. And the budget's around $50 here. Maris had a lovely reply that had me giggling over here, Steph, over on our Facebook page. Okay, so you got this 30-something single dad, okay?
Yeah.
He's never going to admit he can't do something.
Right.
So he's always going to be doing things himself. Yes. Maris suggested a ladder to climb into the box of their truck because he can't jump in it like he used to these days. Now, I know this for a fact. If I see, like, if I put out the truck ladder or the hinge or whatever, I'm always going to try and jump on it, all right? And I'm never going to buy that ladder. But if I see a ladder and someone has it and it's on my truck, yeah, you know, I didn't buy it, but someone else got it for me, so I guess I'll use it. Type of thing.
I'll use it.
I think that's a great idea.
My knees, yeah, for sure. I love this one from Tiffany because I would never think about this because I don't work at site. But she said one of those heater boxes that plug into the vehicle to warm your lunch. I've never even heard of that.
That is very smart.
Yeah,
I like
it.
it.
Soup instead of having to carry around a thermos all day, or maybe it would make a panini. I don't know how a heater box works, but it sounds kind of nice.
I like it. Bluetooth speaker was on the list. I think that's always a go-to. I think that's always nice to have. A wireless charger. Again, kind of just some random items around the house here and there that are always useful.
For sure. And then a battery bank for his phone, someone said that, you know, when you put your phone in your locker, maybe it's cold in there or something, it dies during the day, but this could be a little bit of extra help for that bus ride back to town of a battery bank for your scrolling needs.
There you go. The Mixed Gift Guide. If you have someone that you need help buying for, just submit it in to us. We can throw it out there. We all work together here.
Trivia Tuesday.
A little pizza knowledge on you, okay?
Pizza knowledge, okay.
It could be easy. It could be hard. We'll just have to wait and see how well you know your pizza, okay?
Okay.
Besides cheese, what two ingredients go on a Hawaiian, Steph?
Oh, ham. I don't want to be too confident now. Ham and pineapple?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
All right, I was just seeing if you knew.
You made me really nervous there.
I know.
I
I kind of phrased it a little.
Question is too easy to be ham and pineapple. Shawn, Christmas question for you. In A Christmas Carol, what is Scrooge's first name?
Jeez, why do you give me the hard ones?
This is not hard. Everybody's yelling right now at their radios.
McDusty Scrooge.
McDusty? Okay, did you watch the DuckTales version of Scrooge?
McScroogey Scrooge.
Ebenezer?
That was my third guess.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.